Vinted, Depop, eBay. You've heard of these apps, hundreds of millions of people buying and selling their old clothes. But what you haven't heard of is people using these platforms to start businesses from their bedroom and making over 10K per month. In fact, I made 6 figures last year from doing what I'm about to tell you. You see, these online marketplaces fix a massive issue when it comes to starting a business, and that issue is marketing. Vinted, Depop, and eBay, they all have built-in customers. Tell me where else you find that. No longer do you have to run ads, post content, find an audience, speak with clients. It's in front of you, and very few people are capitalizing on this. Millions of buyers already on the platform looking for what you're selling. All you have to do is find a way to get cheap, secondhand clothes that you can sell for a profit. And guess what? There are wholesale suppliers that sell cheap secondhand items that you can buy in bulk. £5 per item that you can sell for £20 plus. You buy 50 items, the order arrives, you photograph the clothes, you upload them to Vinted, and you sell them for profit. An extremely simple concept, and the barrier to entry has never been so low. And if you want a list to these wholesale suppliers with links to their websites, then check the description after this video. But even though it's simple, the majority of people who start this business fail, and it's because they all make the same mistake. And ultimately, it's the reason they never get past a few £100s a month. This is what happens. When you first start out, you'll likely go to one of these wholesale suppliers and buy branded clothing. Maybe Ralph Lauren, Carhartt, Patagonia, North Face, branded hoodies, branded fleeces, whatever you think is popular and you see other people selling. You buy based on the brands because you think that's what sells. And I did exactly the same thing when I started, and sure, it made me money, but it definitely didn't make me 6 figures in a year, and definitely not 10K in a month. What I quickly realized is that there's very little consistent profit in it. Why? Because you're essentially gambling. Every delivery is a lottery, and it's dependent on the brands that you receive. If you get sent good brands from a wholesale supplier, great, you'll make money. If you get sent rubbish brands, well then you're barely making profit. So I asked myself, how do you make sure that every single item that you receive is profitable without gambling on the brands that you get sent? And the answer to that changed everything for me. I was able to build a successful business because I avoided what everybody else does. I stopped buying based on the brand and started buying based on the category. Now stay with me. Every other reseller is chasing the same thing. Ralph Lauren, Carhartt, Patagonia, North Face, they all want branded stuff. And because everybody wants it, the suppliers know that. So they charge more for it. Basic supply and demand. High demand from resellers means higher prices, which means less profit for you. But unbranded stock, nobody wants it. And so the prices are cheaper. And that's exactly where the opportunity is. Because here's what most people don't understand. People on Vinted aren't always buying because of the brand. Sometimes they're buying because of the item itself. Take cargo shorts, for example. Someone searching for cargo shorts on Vinted, Depop, or eBay doesn't necessarily care if they're Ralph Lauren or a brand they've never heard of before. They just want a pair of cargo shorts for summer. Therefore, the demand is in the item itself, the cargo shorts, not the brand attached to the cargo shorts. However, compare that to an unbranded plain black fleece. That won't sell. Why? Because there's nothing unique about it. There's no built-in demand to the item itself. People might want a specific brand of black fleece, but they don't just want any plain fleece. Do you see the difference and how this can solve the gambling problem when it comes to buying branded items? There is demand for the item itself, not the brand attached to it. And so we can use that knowledge to buy categories of items with built-in demand. This is what changed everything for me. But you still have to be careful here. Like I said, not every unbranded item is going to sell. You can't just buy anything without a brand and expect it to fly off the shelf. You still have to find what I call a winner, a category of item that has genuine demand at a price point where you can make profit. Because here's the thing, demand can also be created through pricing. You could sell almost anything if you price it cheap enough, but that's not what we want. That's not the goal. The goal is to find items people want that we can sell at £20 to £25 and buy from wholesale suppliers at £5 to £6. That's where the real profit is, and that's what makes this business work. And the only way to find those winners is to test. Buy a small amount, see what sells, see what price it moves at, and if it works, double down. So the question you have to ask yourself before buying anything is, do people want this item regardless of the brand? If the answer is yes, and nobody else is selling it, well, you found yourself a winner. You get it cheap because other resellers aren't buying it. You sell it at full price because the demand is there. And as a result, every single item in your delivery is profitable. No more gambling, no more luck, and no more relying on what brands show up. That's how I got my business to 10K months. Not by doing what everyone else does, by doing the opposite. If you want to get started, I put together a free list of wholesale supplies with links to all of them. It's completely free and you can get it in the description below.